We start with CBS 4's Matt Smith, live in Manhattan, with the latest on today's developments on Pence joining the GOP ticket. Matt?
Yeah, hi guys, good evening from Midtown Manhattan, where this is essentially ground zero a bit for Governor Mike Pence and the announcement and the 24-hour whirlwind we have witnessed in Indiana politics. We're outside the hotel that Governor Pence is staying at this evening. If you recall, he was brought in through a back door last evening when all the speculation was still swirling, still even some questions about whether he was going to be the final pick. He was holed up in the hotel overnight until this morning, until we received that final tweet, the confirmation from Donald Trump saying Mike Pence will be his running mate. You see him leaving the hotel for the first time this afternoon alongside First Lady Karen Pence. They emerged after mornings of meetings inside the hotel with top Trump advisors. He then got in the caravan after talking with reporters briefly, headed over to Trump Tower for a meeting ahead of tomorrow's announcement. On his way back, we caught up with him exclusively one-on-one here on CBS 4. Here's what he told us this afternoon.
What do you think the dynamic will be for you on this ticket? He has obviously had one of the more controversial campaigns in history. You've said there are some things you do not agree with him on. Do you stand by some of those controversial things he said, and how will that dynamic play out on the campaign trail?
I'm excited. I'm excited to be joining the ticket tomorrow with Donald Trump. I think he'll be a great president, and I look forward to carrying his message all across this country in the months ahead and serving with him in the next administration.
And again, I asked you this on the way out. What's your reaction to the people in Indiana? What's your message for them today?
We love Indiana, and we just couldn't be more humbled and more honored, and can't help but feel that the announcement that'll be official tomorrow is as much a reflection on what the people of Indiana have accomplished over much of the last 10 years. And so we're honored, we're humbled as another Hoosier family, but we share the honor with all the people of our state.
That is Indiana Governor Mike Pence, now vice presidential pick, speaking exclusively with CBS 4 this afternoon after returning from Trump Tower, a meeting there with Donald Trump ahead of the official news conference, their first joint appearance together tomorrow at 11 o'clock here in New York City. Obviously back home in Indiana, the moment that announcement was tweeted, the moment Governor Pence, his lawyers filed the paperwork saying that he was no longer running for Indiana governor, it set off a whole flurry of activity inside the State House. Our own CBS 4's James Girardi is live at the State House tonight. He was inside the Secretary of State's office all afternoon in what can only be described as a whirlwind this evening. And James, the big question this evening, who now wants to be Indiana's next governor on the Republican side of the ticket?
Yeah, hey, good afternoon to you, Matt, from the State House. That list, it's getting longer, but like you said, at 11 o'clock this morning, when that was made official, when Donald Trump tweeted that he had chosen Mike Pence as his running mate, an attorney from Barnes & Thornburg showed up to the Secretary of State's office to file the proper paperwork to remove Mike Pence from the race for governor. That set off a total domino effect. Minutes after that, the first guy to show up, Lieutenant Governor Eric Holcomb, he made his way to the Secretary of State's office to do the same for his race for lieutenant governor. Then Congressman Todd Rokita and a representative for Congresswoman Susan Brooks came to remove their names from their races for Congress. It was a busy morning, as you can imagine, inside of that small, normally quiet office. This all had to take place, though, before noon. That was the deadline to remove your name from your current race in order to run for governor. Tonight, we're hearing for the first time from some of the new candidates to replace Mike Pence and his same opponent, John Gregg. We asked him if this makes his fight a little easier come November. Take a listen.
I'm excited about the future of the state of Indiana and where we are right now, and the facts speak for themselves, and I'll be able to articulate why we are in a strong position that we're in right now.
We're focused on the governor's races, on the issues we've talked about for the last 2 years, and taking the best ideas from independents and Republicans and Democrats, and we're excited about it.
Much more to come on this tonight on CBS 4 News at 6. I'll tell you how this changes the race and how things are going to probably shake out over the next couple of weeks. Guys, a lot more to come and a lot to watch.
James Girardi reporting live at the State House tonight. James, thank you. Obviously a lot of moving pieces at this moment, but a lot more solid information than where we were sitting 24 hours ago, even 12 hours ago, with the official tweet from Donald Trump. The Trump campaign realizing and acknowledging that there was that noon deadline for Governor Mike Pence, and whether he filed or not, without an announcement from the Trump campaign, that would look suspicious, and then folks would have to start reading the tea leaves. Governor Pence, First Lady Karen Pence, inside this hotel as we speak this evening, preparing for the rollout, the official rollout tomorrow at 11 o'clock alongside Donald Trump. More of our exclusive conversation with the governor coming up at 5:30. For now, guys, back to you in the studio.
All right, Matt, thank you. We